Okay, so today we are going to discuss regarding colligative properties and the determination of what molecular mass or the molar mass of that particular solid, right. What is colligative property and what are colligative property, and colligative property of particular solution is depending upon what, right. So, whatever the colligative property is with respect to that solution is depending upon number of particle or else solute particle present in them and not of that particular nature. So, nature ಮೇಲೆ ಅದು depend ಆಗಿರಲ್ಲ, right. So, now what is colligative property? The properties which depends upon the number of solid particle present in the solution but not on their nature is called as what colligative property. So, ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಯಾವುದೆಲ್ಲ colligative property ಬರುತ್ತೆ and all that colligative property is based on or else depends on what number of solid particle is present. So, ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು solution ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ whatever it may be the solution, right, solution. So, solution is nothing but what solvent plus solute, right, solvent plus solute you can say. So, solvent plus solute, right. So, suppose if I take water molecule, right, so water molecule. So, water molecules, if you boil it and you have the vapor pressure, right. So, vapor pressure, right. So, you can see the vapor pressure of that pure water. So, pure water or else you can say solvent in a vapor pressure and notebook. So, this is the vapor pressure of pure solvent, or else you can say it is pure solvent vapor pressure ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ solvent in a vapor pressure P0, right. So, P0, right. When you add solute for it, so then what happens? So, you can add solute for it, mix it, and the surface is what? Some of the particles of that liquid is replaced by what? Solute particle. Solute particle in that liquid particle at the surface level, what happens? So, it is replaced, right. So, now what happens? Escaping tendency of liquid water to the gaseous, right. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ liquid water molecule gas ಆಗಿ convert ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ or else vapor state ಹೋಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? So, there is a blockage of this particle. Solute is nothing but volatile particles, you can say non-volatile particles. These are nothing but non-volatile particle, right. Non-volatile particle is nothing but what? Solute. So, you can say it is solute. Now, what happens? So, vapor pressure. So, vapor pressure of pure solvent is nothing but P0. Okay. So, now you can see here the vapor pressure of what? Solution, right. Solute plus solvent plus solute, you are getting what? Solution. So, the vapor pressure of solution here you can say P, right. So, you can see the P, right. So, P. So, now what happens? The vapor pressure of P0 is greater than P, right. Now, we can clearly say that in the presence of solute or else in the presence of non-volatile solid particle, when it is dissolved in liquid, then you are getting what? Solution, right. Simply you can say vapor pressure of solvent. So, vapor pressure of solvent in solution ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಏನಿದೆ solvent plus solute. Solution in pure form it has its own vapor pressure. So, when you add solute for it and then you are getting a solution. So, in that solution what happens? You have solvent, their vapor pressure becomes what? Decreases. Vapor pressure ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಈಗ? So, vapor pressure ಏನಂತದ್ದು decrease ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, right. And this is what exactly we are calling the colligative property. So, decrease in the vapor pressure. So, that is one of the colligative property. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? ಅದೊಂದು colligative property ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, and that property we are calling colligative property. So, that the colligative property is depending upon what? If you take glucose or if you take sodium chloride at particular concentration, then you can change, you can observe that how much the vapor pressure is decreased, right, decreases. So, it is depending upon what? The concentration, number of particles, not of that nature, whether it is covalent, whether it is ionic, no, not based on that, or else you can say nature doesn't impact, right. Only the impact is what? Number of solid particle. It may be sodium chloride, it may be the glucose. So, then decrease in what? Certain physical properties such as vapor pressure, or else if I go for boiling point also, the boiling point of water, if it is water, that is changes, right. Pure solvent in a boiling point 1 idre solute hakidaga enagutte, there is change in boiling point. And the same way you can say it is for the freezing point also, and then also you have the osmotic pressure. So, all these things are becomes changes, including vapor pressure, boiling point, freezing point and the osmotic pressure. there is a change between solvent, pure solvent to solution. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ changes ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Whatever the changes we are observing, that is the property we are calling colligative property. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ? Simply I have explained here what is colligative property. The properties which depends upon the number of solute particle present in the solution but not on their nature is called as the colligative property. The colligative properties are, number one, you can say, number one, relative lowering of the vapor pressure. Ali vapor pressure ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ, relative ಆಗಿ low ಆಗಿದೆ. It is based on number of particles. So ಎಷ್ಟು particle ಹಾಕ್ತೀರಿ? So what is the number of particle? Vapor pressure decrease ಆಯಿತು. If you add more particle, vapor pressure decreases, vapor pressure will decreases, right? So then relative lowering of vapor pressure. So relative lowering of the vapor pressure. So you can represent it through what? P0. So pressure of vapor pressure of pure solvent and vapor pressure of what? Solution divided by vapor pressure of pure solvent, right? So we'll learn it later. Okay, so this is the number one. Next, 2, elevation of boiling point. Elevation of boiling point, or else you can say increase in boiling point. So elevation in boiling point, so that is you can say it by delta TB, or else change in boiling point, right? So delta TB ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು? ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ TB ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. So that is elevation in boiling point, elevation of boiling point, and then decrease in the freezing, right? Freezing point. Number 3, depression of freezing point, depression in freezing point. So that is nothing but delta TF, depression of the freezing point. At the last you have what? Osmotic pressure. So osmotic pressure is nothing but pi. So we are representing through the pi anta helthivi, right? So all these physical properties, right? Relative lowering of vapor pressure, right? RLVP we are calling. So relative lowering of vapor pressure will decrease agutte. At the same way, what happens? It is effect on what? Boiling point of that particular solvent in a boiling point ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆದಾಗ ಅದರ ಬಾಯ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ನಮಗೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಪಾನ್ ವಾಟ್? ವೇಪರ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್. ಸೊ ವಿಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಇಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ನಾವು ದೆನ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ದ ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಇನ್ ಫ್ರೀಸಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. ಫ್ರೀಸಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಪುನಃ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ನಮಗೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುವಂಥದ್ದು ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಫ್ರೀಸಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಆಸ್ಮಾಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಸ್ಮೋಸಿಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಸ್ಮಾಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹೌ ದಟ್ ವೇರಿ ವಿತ್ by adding one solute is nothing but the non-volatile solute, or else you can say it is a non-volatile solids anta helthivi, right? So these physical property changes you can observe. The value ಏನಂತದ್ದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಬಾಯ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ the value change ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, right? So elevation in boiling point. So boiling point of water is what? 100 degrees Celsius, right? So when you add solute, so then what happens? There is a increase in boiling point. So it may be 102, right? 102 degree, or else 103 degree, 105 degree. That changes you can observe, right? That is elevation in boiling point, right? So all these properties depending upon what? Number of solute particles. So what about the concentration of that solute particle? ಎಷ್ಟು concentration of solute ಅನ್ನು ಹಾಕ್ತೀರಿ, ಎಷ್ಟು amount ಅನ್ನು ಹಾಕ್ತೀರಿ, right? So therefore the colligative property, finally we can say colligative property directly proportional to the concentration. So concentration, or else number of particle, you can say number of a solute particle, so not on the nature. So it doesn't depending upon the nature of the solid particle. It is only depend upon what? Concentration, right? Concentration, or else number of particles, number of solid particle, right? Very, very important questions. They will ask what is the colligative property and what are colligative property. What is colligative property? Definition baribeko. Colligative property is nothing but it is depending only on the number of solid particle, right? It is not depend upon the nature of solid particle. And what are colligative property? Any colligative property you have to write. relative lowering of vapor pressure, elevation in boiling point, depression in freezing point, and the osmotic pressure, right. So now we will go one by one. First we have to go with the relative lowering of vapor pressure. So before going to that, one more thing here I have written, determination of the molar mass, right. So whatever the solute you are going to add here, so ಯಾವುದೊಂದು solute ಅನ್ನು ಹಾಕ್ತೀರಿ, solute, say sodium chloride or whatever it may be, the solute you are going to add for particular solvent, and what is the molar mass? What is the molar mass of this solute? ಆ ಸಾಲ್ಯೂಟಿನ ಮೋಲಾರ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸೋಡಿಯಂ ಕ್ಲೋರೈಡ್ ಆದರೆ ಮೊಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ರೈಟ್. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಸಾಲ್ಯೂಟನ್ನ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ, ಸಾಲ್ಯೂಟನ್ನು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಮೋಲಾರ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಸಾಲ್ಯೂಟ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ that molar mass you can calculate by solving problem, or else you can calculate by using what, colligative property. So colligative property is depend upon the number of solute particle, okay. What are colligative properties? So decrease in what, vapor pressure, increase in boiling point, decrease in depression of what, freezing point, decrease in freezing point, or else change in osmotic pressure. So any characteristics you can take, any physical properties you can take. So by that you can calculate what, the molecular mass of the solid. ಅದರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಮಗೆ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಮಾಸನ್ನು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಮೋಲಾರ್ ಮಾಸ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮಲ್ಲಿ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಬಂದೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ 3 marks ಕ್ವಶನ್, determination of molecular mass, it is very very important. So very very important, determination of molar mass. So whatever the problem I am solving, that is very very important problem, right. So correct ಆಗಿ ಅದನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Ultimate we are getting formula for every colligative properties. What is the molar mass, right, the relationship between molar mass and other factors, right. For this relative lowering of vapor pressure you find out ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, elevation in boiling point you go, depression in freezing point you go, in the same way for the osmotic pressure. First we will go for the relative lowering of the vapor pressure. Okay, so next first colligative property, so that is nothing but relative lowering of the vapor pressure, RLVP, relative lowering of the vapor pressure. So what is relative lowering of vapor pressure of solution? Very simple, right. So if I take a solution, right, solution, so it is a pure solvent, ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, so pure solvent right here, so it is pure solvent, right. When you add solute for it, right, so this is pure solvent, and this is the solution, right. So here you have what, so pure solvent, right. So pure solvent you have like water. So water ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ, ಸೊ ವಾಟರ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಇವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ವೆಲ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇಂಟು ವಾಟ್, gaseous, they will escape from the surface level, and you have what, the liquid water molecule which is present in gaseous states, and there is a formation of what, vapor. So this is what exactly what we are calling vapor pressure, right. So vapor pressure of what, pure solvent, right. So vapor pressure, right, the pressure exerted over the surface of liquid from that vapor, and it is nothing but the vapor pressure, right. So now what I will do, so I will take same solvent, right. For that you have vapor pressure. So this vapor pressure we are calling P01, right. So P01 you can say, right. So P01, and the solvent molecules here you have, it is nothing but moles, N1 moles, right. So and mole fraction is nothing but here X1, we can say it is X1, just see here, okay. So next, when you add solute for it, non-volatile solute, so it will replace as the liquid molecule at surface level. Surface level alli enagutte namage, so here what happens, every surface molecule that can try to come out, right, to form what, vapor, right. So then the vapor pressure, so here any surface, that particular liquid molecule can escape from liquid state to gaseous state, but here in this case what happens, the surface is replaced with the solid particle like solute, right. Solute, it is non-volatile, it doesn't escape, volatility illa. Iವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, so few water molecule can escape, so where there is no solid particle, from that place what happens, only few particle can get escape, right, only few, right. So here so many particles are there, liquid particles, here only few particles, right. So now whatever the vapor pressure exerted here in solution of that solvent, right. So vapor pressure is nothing but what, solvent molecule only reason for what, vapor pressure, not solute particle. So here also what happens, only the solvent particles here, ಖಾಲಿ ಸಾಲ್ವೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಎಸ್ಕೇಪ್ ಆಗಿ ವೇಪರ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ, ನಾಟ್ ಸಾಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಲ್ವೆಂಟಿನ ವೇಪರ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ರೈಟ್, ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಸಾಲ್ವೆಂಟ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಔಟ್, ರೈಟ್, but in lesser extent. ಆವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ ವೇಪರ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಎಕ್ಸರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇನ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ವಾಟ್ less or else decreases. ಅದರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಫೇಸ್ ದ ವೇಪರ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ P1, right? So you can directly say it is a P1 ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, right? ಆವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ solute I am adding, so that is the mole fraction what X2, and solute whatever I have taken, so that is N2 mole, right? So whatever the 2 we are giving here, so it is related to what solute, remember solute. So here N1 X1 these all are related to what solvent, so remember here, right? So just remember here, right? So next we will go the vapor pressure of a solvent in a solution is less than that of the pure solvent. ಅದರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಸೊ P01 is greater than what P1, or else you can say P1 is lesser than what P01 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, or else the vapor pressure of the pure solvent is greater than what vapor pressure of the solvent in solution. In solution ಅಲ್ಲಿ vapor pressure ಏನಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ solvent ಇದು it is always lesser than what so solution solvent vapor pressure ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, or else vapor pressure of the pure solvent is always greater, and vapor pressure of the solvent in the solution is lesser than that what so pure form, right? Now according to Raoult's law, the lowering of vapor pressure depends upon only on the concentration. So concentration of what solid particles. So whatever the decrease in vapor pressure, it is directly proportional to whatever the solid particles present in that particular solution, right? So therefore according to Raoult's law, therefore, right, from Raoult's law, the vapor pressure of solution P1 is equal to ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ X1 into the vapor pressure of the pure solvent. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ pure solvent is nothing but the partial vapor pressure ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. So partial vapor pressure you can say, right? So now what happens, whatever the reduction in vapor pressure is nothing but, so whatever the reduction in vapor pressure, so let's take this number 1, and reduction in vapor pressure is nothing but the reduction in vapor pressure reduction in vapor pressure of solvent here the reduction in vapor pressure of solvent in solution so it is nothing but what delta P1, so you can say delta P1. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ delta P1 ಅಂದ್ರೇನು, the change in vapor pressure. delta P1 is nothing but ಏನು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಇತ್ತು, ರೈಟ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ, the changes is nothing but P01 minus P1, right? So we know that what is P1, so P1 is nothing but the vapor pressure of what solution. So vapor pressure of solution ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ, so therefore vapor pressure of solution P1 is nothing but what X1, so here I have, right, P01, substitute that value here, delta P1 is equal to what P01 minus X1 P01, so X1 P01, right, X1 P01. So here what P1 P01 has a common, so remove that, keep it outside. Delta P1 is equal to P01, right, P01 1 minus X1, right, 1 minus X1. X1 is related to what, X1 is nothing but the mole fraction of what solvent. X1 is nothing but mole fraction of the solvent, right? Hence by knowing, write it, equation number 2, by knowing 1 minus X is nothing but X2 is nothing but 1 minus X1. X1 plus X2 is equal to what, 1, right? X1 plus X2 is equal to 1. So then X2 is equal to what, 1 minus X1. Substitute that value, right? Then equation number 2 becomes, right? So I will rub it out, just know this one, right? So here what happens, equation number 2 becomes what happens here? Write down that value delta P1 equal to P naught 1 into what happens? X2, right? P naught 1 into ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ X2 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, right? X2, right? So delta P1, right? So now what happens? Delta P1 divided by P naught 1 is equal to what? X2. X2 is nothing but what? Mole fraction of what? Mole fraction of this solute. 2 ಇದದೆಲ್ಲ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ? Solute. 2 is nothing but the solute, right? So X2 is nothing but what? So X2 is nothing but the mole fraction, right? Mole fraction of the solute. So delta P1 you can rewrite once again. So delta P1 is nothing but right, P naught 1 minus P divided by P1. So it is nothing but the relative lowering of vapor pressure. So therefore, relative lowering of vapor pressure is equal to what? Mole fraction of what? Solute, right? So therefore, this colligative property is directly proportional or else equal to what? Mole fraction of what? Solute. ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು? ಮೋಲ್ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಾಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದರಿಂದ ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ lowering of vapor pressure and is equal to the mole fraction of what? Solute. ಅದರಿಂದ relative lowering of vapor pressure of a solution is equal to what? Is equal to mole fraction of what? Mole fraction. Now mole fraction of what? Solute. So you can say it is solute, right? Mole fraction of solute. However, X2 andre X2 is nothing but mole fraction of solute, right? Mole fraction of solute alli enagutte namage number of moles, n1 moles of a solvent, right? n1 moles of solute and then n2 moles of what? So n1 moles of solvent and n2 moles of solute. Neನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, n1 is nothing but number of moles of what? Solvent, right? n2 is nothing but moles of what? Number of moles of what? Solute, right? Solute. And also you can say x1 for it. Mole fraction ಗೆ x1 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, mole fraction of solute ಗೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ? x2 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದರಿಂದ x2 ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ? ಸೊ mole fraction of solute is nothing but number of moles of solute and total number of moles of solution. Solution ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಇರುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ? n2 plus n1. Number of moles of what? Solvent plus number of moles of what? Solute. For a dilute solution, right? For a dilute solution. So dilute solution ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ? n1. So whatever n1 you have, so number of solvent compared to n2 is too large. ಹೀಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು. n2. So too large. n1 is too large, right? Compared to n2. So n2 ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ? So very small value, right? Dilute solution ಅಂದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? The concentration of solute becomes very less. Hence what happens? You can neglect this value in the denominator. So denominator ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ? So n2 ಅನ್ನು ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಅದರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? x2 is equal to what? n2 divided by you can say n1. Right? ಅದರಿಂದ ಮೋಲ್ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ? ಸೊ n2 ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ n1 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ n2 ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ n1. So we know that so n2 divided by n1 is nothing but, right? You can rewrite number of moles. Moles ಅನ್ನು find out ಮಾಡೋದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? Weight. So weight of that 2 is nothing but what? Solute. Weight of a solute plus the molar mass of what? Solute. W2 divided by m2 divide W1 divided by m1, right? So then finally you are getting what? x2 is equal to x2 ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ? x2 ಎನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು, right? Find out what is x2. Finally you are getting, so here I will write w2 m2 w2 m1 m2 w1. m1 ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸೊ w1 ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ರೆಸಿಪ್ರೋಕಲ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ವಾಟ್? x2 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ x2 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, right? So here finally you can say the relative lowering of vapor pressure is nothing but, so P01 minus P1 divided by P01. So relative lowering of vapor pressure is equal to what? Is equal to what? W2 into m1 divided by ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? m2 m2 into w1. So m2 into w1. So whatever the one is related to what? One is related to solvent, right? Solvent, right? So I will write w1 here only. I will write w1 and w2 are the weight of ಯಾವುದು weight of ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ solvent and the solute, weight of solvent and solute. Remember solute, so weight of solvent and solute, and then m1 and m2, number of moles of what? Solvent and the solute. So remember solute. So idrinda enagutte solute na ಏನು ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ನಾವು? So we don't know the molecular mass of what? Not moles, right? It is nothing but the molar mass. So m is nothing but the molar mass of solvent and the solute. So if I don't know the molar mass of what? Solute in a molar mass gottille m2. So if I don't know m2, I can find out m2 by knowing other values. ಸೊ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಉಳಿದಿದ್ದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಪ್ಯೂರ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಪಾರ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ವೇಪರ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಎರಡು ಪ್ರೆಷರನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ವೇಪರ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿ ಸಾಲ್ವೆಂಟ್ ವೇಪರ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್. ಆವಾಗ ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೋದು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ವೆಯ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ವಾಟ್? Solute they are giving, weight of solvent they are giving, and the molar mass of what? Molar mass of the solvent they will give. From that you can find out the unknown is nothing but the molar mass of what? Molar mass of the solvent molecule. So this is how we can get the relative lowering of vapor pressure and the relationship between what? Molar mass. So this molar mass is very important. So they will find. So find out the molar mass of what? Solute. ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. So one is related to what? Whatever the problem comes, one is related to solvent weight or molar mass, whatever it may be. The two is related to what? Solute. So solute, right? One is solvent, which is solute, right? Very simple. Relative lowering of vapor pressure. And relative lowering of vapor pressure ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? The solvent pressure or else solvent vapor pressure in pure solvent is greater than what? Solvent which is present in the solution. Adrinda the vapor pressure of solvent in a solution is less than that of the pure form. Okay. According to Raoult's law, lowering of vapor pressure is equal to what? Mole fractions anta heltivi, or else you can say it is the concentration of the solute particle. So hence from the Raoult's law we know that partial vapor pressure is nothing but a mole fraction of that solvent into what happens? The vapor pressure of the pure solvent. So pure solvent agutte, right? The reduction in vapor pressure of solvent in a solution, that is nothing but delta P1. Delta P1 andre pure form alli enirutte minus the reduced form. Okay, aವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? P01. So it is nothing but what? Pure solvent in a vapor pressure ಗೆ P01 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ, ಸಾಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ? P1 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಇದು ಪ್ಯೂರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮಿನ ವೇಪರ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇದನ್ನು ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ? ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇನ್ ವೇಪರ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ ಲೋವರಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ವೇಪರ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್, ರೈಟ್? P01 minus P1, right? So hence delta P1 is nothing but what? P1 naught find out ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. P1 naught is nothing but number 1 I have given. So the substitute that value here, and then you can delta P1 ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? So P01, so common, you can remove here, keep it outside. ಅವಾಗ 1 minus x1 we are getting, that is number 2, right? So by knowing the x2 is equal to what? 1 minus x1. So ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ? So delta P1 is equal to what? P01 into x2 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, x2, right? So delta P1 divide by ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? P01. So this is the relative lowering of vapor pressure is equal to what? Relative lowering of vapor pressure is equal to the mole fraction of what? Solute we are getting, right? So then you can write down x2 here, right? Relative lowering. x2 is nothing but what? x2 is nothing but the N2, number of moles of what? Solute divided by total number of moles of what? Solute plus solvent, right? So that is the number of total number of moles present in the solution, right? So in dilute solution what happens? N2 is too less compared to N1 avaga. So in denominator, so you can strike out that N2 value, and finally you are getting X2 is equal to N2 divided by N1. So N2 is nothing but number of moles, that is equal to weight divided by molecular mass of that solute, and here N1 is the number of moles of the solvent, is nothing but weight of solvent divided by molar mass of that solvent, right. So rewrite aವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ W2 into M1 divided by M2 into W1 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So is equal to what? Relative lowering of vapor pressure, right. By knowing all the other values you can find out the molar mass of what? Solute. So without knowing that molar mass we can find out that molar mass. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಸಾಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಹಾಕಿರ್ತೀರಿ ಸಾಲ್ವೆಂಟಿಗೆ, ಅದರ ಮೊಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಥವಾ ಮೋಲಾರ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು, ಸೋಡಿಯಂ ಕ್ಲೋರೈಡ್ ಆದರೆ ಅದು ಮೋಲಾರ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು, ಸೊ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಔಟ್, ರೈಟ್. ಸೊ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ, ಸೊ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ನೋಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಡೌನ್. Okay, so next we will go with the problem, right. See here, right, the vapor pressure of a pure benzene at certain temperature, that is equal to 0.850 bar, a non-volatile, a non-electrolyte solid weighing 0.5 gram when added to 39.0 gram benzene, which has a molar mass of 78 gram per mole. The vapor pressure of the solution then is reduced to 0.845 bar, right. So what is the molar mass of that solid substance, right. The same formula, so we have to use here to understand that problems clearly, right. So they have given pure benzene, idenagutte namage. So this is the benzene, right. So what is the pressure benzene here? So pure benzene kottidare, and what is the pressure? That is 0.850. So pure benzene enagide vapor pressure they have given, right. So how much benzene they have taken here, right? 39 gram, right. How many benzene? 9.0 gram of benzene, and so pure benzene, so pure solvent ide illi, idra vapor pressure estu 0.85, right. So then what they are doing, non-volatile, non-electrolyte solute they are going to add, so that is nothing but plus a solute ಅನ್ನು add ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. So how many grams? That is 0.5 gram, right. 0.5 gram solute ಅನ್ನು add ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. So add ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? So of course you know that, so you are getting what? Solute plus solvent is nothing but what? Solution you are getting, right. So benzene is nothing but what? Pure solvent. So pure solvent, and this is the solution. So ಇವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? So 0.5 gram. So here what happens? Solute will replace that solvent molecule at the surface level, right. So there is a reduction in vapor pressure, not vapor pressure, pressure, that is bar 0.850, whatever the pressure in pure, so that is become decreases to what? 0.845, right. ಅದರಿಂದ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ನಾವು? ಸೊ P01 ಅಂತ ಕರಿಬೋದು, ಇದನ್ನು P1 ಅಂತ ಕರಿಬೋದು, right. Solvent always 1, ಅದರಿಂದ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು? W1, ಸೊ ವೆಯ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಸಾಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ M1 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಮೋಲಾರ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಬೆನ್ಸಿನ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಹಿಯರ್ 78 ಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಪರ್ ಮೋಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಬೆನ್ಸಿನ್, ರೈಟ್. ಸಾಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಸಾಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ವೆಯ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಾಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ W2, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ 0.5 ಗ್ರಾಮ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ P1 ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ವೆರಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್, ರೈಟ್, ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್. ಪ್ಯೂರ್ ಬೆನ್ಸಿನ್ನ ವೇಪರ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಇದೆ, ರೈಟ್. ಪ್ಯೂರ್ ಬೆನ್ಸಿನ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ? 39.0 ಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಸಾಲ್ವೆಂಟನ್ನು ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ, ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಬೆನ್ಸಿನ್ ವಿತ್ ಮೋಲಾರ್ ಮಾಸ್, ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದರದ್ದು? 78 ಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಪರ್ ಮೋಲ್. ಸಾಲ್ವೆಂಟನ್ನು ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ ವಿತ್ ವೇಪರ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? 0.5 ಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಸಾಲ್ಯೂಟನ್ನು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಸೊ ವೆಯ್ಟ್ ಟು ಸಾಲ್ಯೂಟಿನ ವೆಯ್ಟ್ 0.5 ಗ್ರಾಮ್. ಸೊ ರಿಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್ ಅಟ್ ದಿ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ದೆರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ವೇಪರ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್. ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ? 0.845, ರೈಟ್. ಸೊ ಅದರಿಂದ ಸೊ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಾದರೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಬರೀತೀರಿ? ಸೊ M1 ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಿವನ್, M1 ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ 78 ಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಪರ್ ಮೋಲ್. W1 also they have given is nothing but 39.0 gram, right. And then so W2 also they have given, W2 is equal to what? 0.5 gram, right. P01 they have given, pure formula pressure estaಗುತ್ತೆ 0.850, and P1 reduced pressure, that is 0.845. So now what they have asked, what is the molecular mass of what? W1, and then M2 also given. M2 is nothing but what? okay, not M2, they have given W2, right? So they asked what is M2, molar mass of what? Solute. So what is M2, right? Solute in a molar mass. So either solute in a M2 S2, what is the molar mass of that solute, right? So we have the formula, we know that relative lowering of vapor pressure P01 minus P1 divided by P01 is equal to W2 into ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ W2 into M1 divided by M2 into W1, right? So all the values we know, right? P01 ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ಬರೀರಿ ಎಷ್ಟು, see here 0.850 minus 0.845 divide by P01 ಪುನಃ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ 0.850 is equal to W2 ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ 0.5 ಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಇಂಟು M1 ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ 78 ಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಪರ್ ಮೋಲ್ divide by M2 we have to find out into W1 ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ, W1 is nothing but 39.0 gram, right? So you have to find out this M2, right? M2 ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, M2 ಅನ್ನು ಈಚೆ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. So this value, find it out and take that your right hand side. Finally, what is the answer you are getting? So what is the molecular mass, right? So M2 you are getting 170 gram per mole. So this is very important problem. So very important. So important problem. Okay, so note it down. So problem ಅನ್ನು ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮನ್ನು ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಫಾರ್ 3 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸಿಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ದ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ 1 ಅಂದರೆ ಸಾಲ್ವೆಂಟ್, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ 2 ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಸಾಲ್ಯೂಟ್. ಓಕೆ.